What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyron Tyson. I'm the business golfer. Listen, today I had to cash in some sweat equity, had to come to the property that I'm actually showing you guys the process of me turning over and transitioning. I bought some flooring about a week ago and been just a bunch of back and forth as far as trying to get it delivered. The place that I bought it from, they got kind of really limited time and a small delivery window. Talking with my contractors who are doing the flooring. It was hard for them to get down there and pick it up with all the jobs that they got going on. So it was just a lot. And when it starts to get a lot of friction and, you know, all of that in the process, that's when I got to step in and you got to cash in some sweat equity and do it yourself. So I had to pull up on the property today on my day off and help the delivery guys move the flooring from the truck to the house. And now I got to let the contractors know that the material is here so that we can get the work done.
You see what I'm doing with them?
So outside of showing y'all the leg work and me in the trenches actually, you know, getting dirty and boots on the ground, I wanted to talk to you guys and walk you through the process of how I acquired this property, pretty much the story behind it, because this is my very first property, one of two that I bought simultaneously, and started the real estate journey from hell for the first 2 to 3 years that I had it. So I just had a tenant move out, and now I'm transitioning this property to get it move-in ready so that it can be up and running for my next idea that I got going. So I bought this property during COVID back in 2021. When I got the property, I got it from an auction. Now, here's the thing. Initially, when I bought the property, I thought it was a multifamily property. It was being sold and marketed as a multifamily property. When I walked in and did the walkthrough, it was even set up as a multifamily property, right? Now, because I was a new real estate investor, I was new to the game, and I was so anxious and ready to get in. I just wanted to buy the property. I didn't do enough due diligence and really do the fact checking and research on it, because it was not zoned to be a multifamily property. It was zoned only to be a single family property. So I ended up buying a property thinking it was one thing and it was actually another. Got stuck with that and didn't realize that probably halfway through the building process. So I had to keep it as it was and rented it out as a single family rental. So my method of acquisition for this property was using the BRRRR method. Now, this was heavy during COVID. I don't always recommend it, especially if you're new to the game and you really don't know how to run the numbers. You can get yourself in some sticky situations. But I acquired it through the BRRRR method, so I used a hard money lender to do renovations on the property, refinance it, and then rent it out. Now, because I was new to the game and I had bought 2 properties at once, it was just a lot of moving pieces moving all at once, and especially for somebody that was kind of learning on the run. It was really hard for me. I wanted to say it was probably the hardest and darkest 2 to 3 years of my life, but we weathered the storm and we got out. So went through, I want to say, a number of contractors in just trying to get this place move-in ready. Because I was strapped for cash and I was really running out of money, I didn't want to put the property on the market to like a private tenant or just a regular out-of-pocket tenant. I wanted to go to Section 8. I heard so many good things, and I was looking for that consistent, guaranteed income from the government. I immediately hopped on my very first keyword. I hopped on the first applicant in Section 8 that I could find. And when I tell you, it was one of the biggest mistakes that I've made thus far as a real estate investor. Moral of the story, do your due diligence, do your research, and take your time. There's a saying, all money isn't good money. And in this situation, I learned that just because it was coming fast and it was coming consistent, it really wasn't worth the headache and the problems that I had to deal with on the back end, because I got left with the short end of the stick in this situation. But it's just something you got to deal with when you're in the real estate game. And that's about that resilience and really weathering through to make it to the long run. That's pretty much it for today. Wanted to get that out for you guys, give you guys some background and context on this actual property. So as you see the transformation of it into what I'm trying to get it to be, get the flooring in, get the basement done, start to get it furnished and get some better lighting in here, then you can understand, why this property means so much and really repurposing it for this new business venture that I'm looking forward to starting. So now you understand why I call myself the business golfer, because I'm not just a golfer, I also invest in real estate, and I'm a financial advisor and business owner myself. So I got a lot going on my plate, and with golf being the top priority and everything else kind of being on the back end, you'll see kind of where the addiction and the irresponsibility comes in at sometimes. So if you found this content valuable, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep checking in. See you guys next time.